Today I'm going to show you how to create and run a Java program using a text editor and the command prompt. The text editor I'm going to use is Notepad. I'm going to open up Notepad. First line of the program is going to contain the class name. I'm going to call this class Hello World. So I'm going to type in public class Hello World. Then I'm going to do the opening and closing braces. On the closing brace, I'm going to include a comment to help document the program. The class name should start with a capital letter, and all other words should start with a capital letter also. This is the naming convention for Java class names. The program statements will go between the curly braces. So I'm going to click before the closing curly brace, hit the enter key, and I'm going to go add my main method. Not all classes have a main method. In fact, many do not. All Java applications, however, must include a class containing a public method named main. When you execute a Java application, the Java Virtual Machine, or JVM, always executes the main method first. So if you have a main method, it is a Java application. If you don't have a main method, it is a Java class. So now I'm going to type the main method. So I'm going to hit the tab. This tab is for readability. Public static void main. In parentheses, I'm going to do strings, open and closing bracket, and args, close parentheses. And then I'm going to put the open and closing braces for the main method. I'm going to tab and I'm going to line them up again for readability. I'm also going to put a comma on the end of the closing brace. Notice my comments. At the end of the class, I say end of whatever the name of the class is. And at the end of the method, I say end of whatever the name of the method is. Now let's talk a little bit about this main method statement. Public is an access specifier. Static means that a method is accessible and usable even though no objects of the class exist. Void indicates the main method does not return any value when it is called. Main is the name of the method. Java methods should begin with a lowercase letter and contain parentheses. If a method has more than one word, all the remaining words should begin with a capital letter. String, open and close brackets, args represents the type of an argument that can be passed to the main method. String is a Java class and can be used to hold string characters. Args is used to hold any string objects that may be sent to the main method. Now I'm going to type in a Java statement to print out Hello World. I'll go inside the main method body, and again I'm going to tab over for readability. I'm going to type system.out.println, referred to as println. In parentheses, I'm going to type in the argument that I want to pass to the println method, and I want to pass Hello World. I have to put it in quotes because it's a string argument, and close it with the close parentheses and end the statement with a semicolon. All Java statements end with a semicolon. This statement will display Hello World when the program is executed. Now let's talk a little bit about this statement. System is a class, that's why the S is uppercase. Out is a property of the system class. Println is a method inside the system class. What println does, it's going to print that whatever's in quotes, and then it's going to go to the next line, like hitting the enter key. If I just typed in print, it would print whatever's in quotes and leave the insertion point right at the end of it. Hello World is a string literal that is the argument to the println method. All Java statements must end in a semicolon, like I said earlier. The dots are used to separate classes, objects, and methods. So since I'm finished with this program, now I'm ready to save the class. The file name must match the name of the class exactly. So I'm going to go to File, Save As, and I want to type in Hello World .java. If I leave off the .java extension, the program will not work because it will be a standard text file instead of a Java application. I navigate to the location I want to save it to. I'm going to just save it in the Java Programs folder that I have on my thumb drive. So now I have the program saved. Now I'm ready to go compile it. What compiling does, it creates a source file, or in Java they call it a class file, and I execute the class file. So I'm going to use the command prompt to compile and execute the program. To open the command prompt, hold down the Windows key and press R, and then type in CMD for command and hit the enter key, and it brings up the command prompt window. And I have mine on my thumb drive, which is G:, so I type in G:, hit the enter key. Then I can do dir to show the directory, and that will show all my folders and files that I have on there. And this is where my Java Space Programs folder is located. So I'm going to use the CD command, which stands for change directories, and then type the folder. So I'm going to do CD space Java Programs. Hit enter. See, now I can do dir, and notice down at the bottom there's a hello world.java. So that's my program that I just created, so I'm ready to compile it. I have to use the javac command to compile it. I'm going to type in javac and then the file name. So javac hello world.java. Again, I must include the extension. Now press the enter key. If there's no syntax errors, it will come back and I'll be ready to execute it. If there was syntax errors, which means there's an error in the rule of the language, which means I may have a typo or whatever, then I'd have to fix all the syntax errors before I could compile it. So now I'm actually ready to run the program or execute it. I'm going to use the Java command, Java space, and then I just put hello world. I don't use the extension because I want to run the .class file that was created. And again, it's case sensitive, so I got to do all uppercase, hit enter, and it shows hello world down there. So that's all that program did. It displayed hello world. And if you go back and look at the program, there's hello world in quotes, and there's hello world right there. So it's working correctly. If it wasn't working correctly when I execute it, maybe if it's a typo or whatever, that would be called a logic error. A logic error means my program runs, but I'm not getting the results that I expected. I'd have to go back and fix my program, then recompile it, then rerun it again. If you get an error about cannot find the Java command when you compile it, you need to view the video about adding your Java location to the path name. I hope this video was helpful.